point, we would like to introduce our first speaker for the program. Many of you already know her. She is a wonderful mother to 7. She is a wife to one of Wisconsin's own Congressman, Sean Duffy. And many of you have seen her most likely as a co-host on Fox's Outnumbered. Please give a warm welcome to Rachel Campos Duffy.
We all know that Scott Walker is going to be the next nominee for president for the Republican Party. We also know who his opponent is going to be. Could two people be any more different? Scott loves to take long rides on his Harley. Hillary likes to take long rides on the back seat of her limousine. She hasn't driven a car or pumped gas for herself since Al Gore invented the internet. Scott takes the bag lunch to work every day. Hillary just recently discovered fast food. She now goes to Chipotle's Kardashian style with sunglasses and designer pantsuits and an entourage. Scott has been married to Tanette for 24 years. 24 is Bill Clinton's favorite age. Taking hikes on a trail in every single county of Wisconsin. The only thing that Hillary sent on a hike were those emails she deleted from her server. When it comes to issues and policies, Hillary and Scott are just as different. Scott believes that we measure success by how many people get off welfare and get a job. Measure success by how many more Americans become dependent on government. Scott believes parental choice in education is the best way to empower minorities and the poor. Hillary believes in school choice too, but only for wealthy elites like her. For kids trapped in failing schools, her answer is no school choice.
Right.
Scott Walker will fight for religious liberty. Hillary said, quote, this is a quote, deep-seated cultural codes and religious beliefs have to be changed, end quote. Scott Walker will defend women and girls, especially the most vulnerable in the womb. Hillary will do the bidding of the extreme abortion on demand lobby. Scott Walker's record as governor of Wisconsin is unquestionable. He lowered taxes, he balanced the budget, and he implemented big, bold reforms. Hillary's record? Well, there's not much to say more than she's the most unaccomplished Secretary of State in U.S. history. Scott Walker has demonstrated he will not back down in the face of adversity. He knows that Vladimir Putin doesn't need more flexibility or a silly reset button. Putin needs a good kick in the ass. Hillary Clinton has already signaled how she'll deal with Putin. As Secretary of State, she helped him secure half of America's America's uranium output in exchange for donations to the Clinton Foundation and speaking fees for Bill. Scott Walker will confront and defeat ISIS, and he will not turn a blind eye to the plight of Christian and Yazidi girls who are being sold into sex slavery. Hillary has been virtually silent on this heartbreaking international women's rights issue, yet millions of dollars have flown into the Clinton Foundation from governments guilty of denying women basic human rights. Scott Walker knows the sacrifices of our soldiers and diplomats overseas. He will answer their call for help at any time in every corner of the globe. Sadly, Hillary's response to those Americans in need was, "What difference does it make?" Hey, Hillary, strong leadership, support for Americans in harm's way makes all the difference between winning and losing and life and death. You know, my husband Sean and I got to know Scott long before Sean ever ran for Congress. We were living in northern Wisconsin in a little town called Ashland. Not a lot of politicians or candidates make it that far north, but Scott did, many, many times. And every time he'd come up north, he'd meet a new addition to the Duffy family. I guess it's those long, cold Wisconsin winters. Now, Scott knows that Wisconsin is more than just Madison and Milwaukee. And I think that's exactly the way he will govern as president. He will be a president for all Americans. We are enduring 2 terms of the most divisive president in our lifetime. Scott Walker is the perfect antidote to Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Scott is a humble man who believes in America's goodness, strength, and exceptionalism. He believes the American dream is alive for anyone who wants to work hard for it, and he will fight to keep it that way. Like his hero, Ronald Reagan, he is a kind Midwesterner who relies on common sense and the wisdom of our founders. And just as importantly, beneath his unassuming, everyday guy personality lies a man with a spine of steel. America can count on to repeal Obamacare, to stand up to entrenched special interests here at home, to stand up for America's workers, and to defeat enemies and terrorists abroad. My dear friends, when that 3 a.m. call comes in the middle of the night, we want someone we can trust to answer that call. We